Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and checking out your boy, P Funk, thinking right in my living room, doing what I do for you. Rocking the eye is back. I got him. All you gotta do is request it. That ain't my thing, so I'm moving on. Right thinkers. Today, rather than 25 rules to live by storytelling, story with a message and a story for life. This is gonna be a good one. It's about mine. Alright, here you go. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is all about knowing thyself, so you need to get better at that. Daily practice will do that. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline when daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. Works every time. The question is, know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. A person who knows not but knows that they know not is simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them, period. Dangerous. Avoid. Stay away. All those things, yeah. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I like to wake them up. Why? With spiritual knowledge, that's what they'll do it. They just need to be taught. I'm here for that. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye be true. Today is going to be a good day. Yeah, it's the born day. So the lesson I put out about being 64 and proud. This is the follow up because this is about right thinkers. Let's talk about what being a master of self really means. We throw it around, you hear me use it pretty much. Everybody this to master that. But mastering self takes a whole lot of work that you had to put in over a period of time. So you can't claim it if it's not what you earn. Let's talk about it. You can't claim to be a master of yourself and not be in control of yourself. Simple. If you have mastery of self, you should be able to have control over yourself, stem to stern. Not, well, I control that, but I don't really control that. Well, you ain't mastered it. Slow down. A master, first of all, acts like a master at all times. That's control. That's self-control of your emotions, of whatever scenario you're confronted with. You need to be under control yourself. I've been working on doing just that, controlling myself, staying focused, staying in that peaceful place, that calm space where I like to be, my comfort zone, so to speak, and don't let the situation I'm confronted with take me out of that, or let somebody come at me a certain way that I don't particularly care for, take me out of my space. I'm getting better at that. Got firm in that. So yeah, that's what it means. Practice. Okay. I had to raise my level of conduct to prove that I am a master of myself. People are watching. I know that now. And it's funny because I laugh and I tell people certain things. They say, well, you can't do that. You're the right thinking man. So I'm being held accountable by my friends, students, anybody who I would associate with won't let me, I do my little rant. So I'm getting better. So that's what I can tell you. Bettering yourself is mastering yourself also, okay? When you're becoming a master of self, every day is practice. Sound familiar? Practicing for greatness. Didn't just start doing this. This has been in the making for a while. So understand that. Once you prove to yourself, first of all, you got this, and no matter what happens, you're going to always have this. That's self-mastery at its best. You're practicing to get proficient at what you're doing. And every day there's going to be a situation that's going to give you a chance to practice. I love it. That's how I live. Excuse me. All right, here you go. The work you have to put in is the most important thing of all. Self-mastery means you have to do all the work yourself. This journey of self-mastery started for me over 30 years ago. So if you think you can be a right thinker, you can master right thinking overnight or in a short period of time, you can get fragments. You can get tidbits. You can get a little bit here and there. And some of them use it because of work. You can use it to your benefit. But the idea is to master yourself. Get your lessons, learning for yourself, harness the things you need to do for yourself, and that's how you master yourself. In my studies, I took my 20 years to become a master. It tells you 20 years in a career, you get retirement money, all right? 40 years to become a grandmaster. I'm still working on that. Yes, I have a plan. Okay. You are the judge of how fast you can obtain your self-mastery, how long it'll take, but it's a daily practice. And even once you obtain it, it's something you have to do to maintain it. It's like a vehicle. You got to maintain it for it to run. Same thing with spirituality. You got to keep it fluid and keep it moving in order for it to work. It's constantly changing. You got to be changing with it, all right? It's a good deterrent if you're not serious about this goal of self-mastery. Well, I ain't 20 years, 40 years, man, I ain't. See? So that right there is the deterrent. Here you go. Daily practice of a set routine will be needed also. I'm up every day doing what I do for you. That's part of my self-mastery, okay? If you put 20 years in the job, it's called a career. You're able to reap the benefits of giving 20 years of service to somebody. They're going to pay you, okay? That's how the game is played. When you put work in, remember, you reap what you sow. That's nature. It ain't right thinking. It's nature. Understand that some things you can't go against, some things you just can't change. It is what it is. Understand that. All right, right thinkers, we understand that concept, so we don't fight and try to change what it is. Like anything else, if you practice daily for over a 20-year period, you should have been good at what it is you're professing every day. I chose to be a master of myself in life. So my goal is to live life on my terms and be the best I could at doing just that. Enough said. All right. The idea is to put something in effort, time, energy, and then on the backside, you get something in return. If you don't plant no seeds during harvest, during the time of planting the seeds, and wait for the indonation and wait for the harvest to come, if you ain't put nothing in there, you can't go out there looking for nothing to come up. Concessionally, it's like anything else. If you don't put nothing in, you won't get nothing out. Can't go to the bank and take money out, and then you put nothing in there. All right. If you work on yourself to be your best self for 20 years, let that stay there, let that marinate. We work on a whole lot of other stuff. And you can do that while working on yourself. I didn't just put my life on hold to master myself. I lived life, did the thing I needed to do, but I worked on me in my time. That's how you make time for yourself. All right? That's why right thinking philosophy is a way of life. You have to live it to appreciate it in order for it to work. That's how it's done. I'm just telling you how they did it. I practice. That's how it works. I'm just telling you. All right. I appreciate you tuning in. Let me get this thing done. I'm getting a little long-winded again. These lessons getting a little longer, but I'm hoping the message is getting out. All right. Here you go. After so many years of doing something, you should get better at it. At what you're trying to get done. If you put X amount of years in something, doing it every day, and you ain't got good at it, I'll let that one stay there. All right. Life after the first 8 years you're in the world, you're just learning. That's what they tell you. Give me a child for the first 7 years. I tell you who and what he's going to be. Why? Because that's how you mold and shape them. Whatever they see, whatever they're around, with the environment, there's going to be products of the environment. It's natural. Okay, it's nature. Don't nobody different. The next 8 years, the individual is trying things to see what works for them. So after the 8th year, they're not so much learning no more. Why? Now they start to figure stuff out. So they start to see what work, what don't work. Start putting stuff on the wall, see what sticks, so to speak. But if you give them truth for the first 8 years, they will never go wrong. I'm just saying, as a parent, tried it, proved it, yeah, it works. All right. Then once you turn 21, that's 3 times 7. That means you done did the 7. The first 7, learning. Second 7, trying to figure out. The third 7, now you're ready to put your show on the road, so to speak. You're an adult. Go out into the world and make yourself something. Well, man said, go out and get yourself something. But all the same thing. You're going to have to go out in the world, so to speak. Okay? You can't stay home. Go out. Okay? It's okay. And when you're individual, you should learn to walk on your own anyway. Then once you got 21, you're ready to become an adult and expand your horizon. Spread yourself out. Become your best self. Now you're in control of you. Up till now, you've been listening, taking orders. Now you're in control. If you don't have lessons, if you didn't pay attention, if you didn't gain knowledge and understanding from the lessons that you learned in life, you're going to make a whole lot of mistakes. Because you didn't pay attention, you didn't learn the lessons in life that will serve you now that you need them. You wish you had to listen. You wish you had all that. We haven't been there. If I coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's not how you want to live, right? Think of it. We don't live in the if I coulda, woulda, shoulda phrase. Why? Because we do what we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do it. That's right thinking. That's why. Your goal in life, aka right thinking philosophy, is to know yourself. I'm about to wrap it up. Let me close it out. When others can clearly see you're a master of yourself, you're a right thinker. Okay? Right now, I see the growth. When that comes to maturity, I will let you know, bingo, you graduated, you're a right thinker, you're free to go out and do you. Again, with knowledge and understanding of self, you're free to take on the world. I'm just preparing you. At a certain point in time, the ego feeds is young. At a certain point in time, he get tired, he done fed them enough. Okay, you should be able to take care of your own. Check them out. But you teach them, you give them things they need, you nourish them, you give them understanding, and then you send them out. And most of them won't fail. It's when you don't give them things they need, you kick them out. They don't know what to do. Sound familiar? All right, let me wrap this up. Appreciate you tuning in again. All right, I'll walk like a master. That's with pride and respect for myself and others. I don't look for you to respect me and I'm wilding out and disrespecting. No, I'm going to give you respect. I'm going to act respectful. So that way there shouldn't be a problem with this respect thing for one another. I talk like a master. I speak intelligently. I try to slow it down. I try to be clear and concise, try to make my point clear. As a teacher, that's important, okay? I act like a master. I always respectfully, humbly handle myself that manner, and I'm getting better at it. Even when people upset me, disrespect me, and do things that I don't particularly care for, I'm getting better at letting it be what it is. So that's our told grace, okay? So old man getting graceful too, all right? With wisdom comes grace, I guess, all right? Here you go, last one. I represent right thinking in everything I do, and what I do is for you. I'll be back. Thank you.